Hello and welcome to another video. Today I am going to be giving my first impressions on the Fiio FT1. Now I've had these headphones for about 2 weeks now, but I just haven't unboxed them until now because all the songs from my latest album have been mixed on these IEMs, so I didn't want to just start mixing on entirely new headphones and just completely change the mixing sound. So that's why, I didn't unbox them until now. But yeah, I have some thoughts on the actual sound because that is my main priority, but also comfort as well, obviously, and just standard stuff. Now, comfort-wise, they're okay. I will say, for me, a lot of people do say these are like very, very light, but for me, it's just a little hard to get used to because I don't know. Maybe it's just because I've been used to the Sennheiser 560Ss, where those are very, very light. But yeah, they're a little heavy. I would say they're not like super heavy, but yeah, they're still a little heavy, and I can definitely see how this headband, even though it's not a bad headband, it could definitely start to like maybe dig into your head after a while. But yeah, it's generally like an okay headband, and I'm sorry you won't be able to really see all this stuff. The lighting in this room sucks ass. It is very, very dark, so I'm sorry about that. But yeah, these pads are also pretty good. They're pretty comfy. They're very, very soft. They're really nice. The opening itself is kind of small though, so if you have like very large ears, these might not be good for you. But for me, I don't have like super large ears. I would say I have like medium size to medium small ears, if that makes sense. So yeah, these fit my ears decently well. So yeah, comfort really isn't that much of a problem for me. What is the sound, and what I'm talking about is the bass. But it's like every other headphone, even these IEMs that I have reviewed, I have stated, and it's the same thing here. It is not the IEM or the headphone or anything like that. It is not their fault. It is my own ears that are the problem. I don't know why. I know everybody's ears are different, but I don't know why my ears had to get like the worst luck imaginable to the point where anything that is not EQ'd bass wise is like a bass cannon, including these, including even the 560Ss, which are very neutral headphones. Those sounded like bass cannons to me, which they're not at all. They are the most dead neutral, basically, of dead neutral you can find. So yeah, it's not the headphones' fault. It is my own ears and the fact that they are stupidly sensitive to bass. Because as I said, anything that I listen to without an EQ sounds like a bass cannon. And I'm not even joking. It is legitimately that bad. And I know like stuff like speakers are also like very bass heavy, but still, like whenever I go out to like a party at all, it's just bass. Like that's all I hear. It is bad, man. I wish my ears weren't like this, but I have to deal with them because I've just been dealt what I've been given. So yeah, the problem with that is that at least on Mac, for Apple Music, for some reason, when I turn down the bass in an application called EQ Mac, which is pretty good actually, I like that application. It's free and it just has like a very simple equalizer that's pretty easy to use. It's nice. But the problem with that, for some reason, the bass, whenever I like tone down the bass and basically just make a big scoop in the bass, for some reason, it kind of applies to Apple Music, but it doesn't apply to my DAW. I don't know if it's because waveform is bad, because I don't really like waveform as a DAW that much. I really am searching for a new DAW, as I stated in my last video, but yeah. But I don't know if it's because waveform is not a very good DAW. It just doesn't work well with EQ Mac or something. But yeah, as I said, Apple Music, when I turn down the bass on these headphones, it sounds very, very good. Like the mids are pretty decently neutral, especially for closebacks. Like these are very good. And the good news about closebacks is they're just getting better and better, fortunately, as time goes on. Especially recently, like a lot of really good headphones, like a lot of really good closebacks, I mean, have come out recently from what I've heard. And that's very good because a lot of closebacks have been kind of shit. So I'm glad the closebacks get some sort of love. But yeah, these sound very good as long as I just tone down the bass because of my own hearing, because of my own fucking awful, awful, awful ears. But yeah, as I said, the mids are pretty decently natural. The highs are noticeably more recessed than like any other headphone I've used, really, especially these IEMs. Like the Elysian Pilgrims are not like bright. They're still like kind of chill in the treble. but like they're still like a little sparkly. They're not like, again, not piercing at all, but a little sparkly. It has a little bit of height in the treble at some points. These is, I wouldn't say dull, but still like a little recessed in the treble. But I like that. It's something different. Because again, a lot of my headphones are very, very treble focused, especially the Galaxy Buds 2 Pro that I run every day. Like those are super, super treble heavy, especially when you turn up the volume and it kind of distorts a little bit. The treble gets really, really harsh. And I know from experience, don't worry, like it is bad. So I'm glad that I at least have a headphone now that doesn't sound like a fucking, I don't know, it just isn't like super piercing. I can't really make a comparison because, I'm just bad with comparisons. But yeah, that's basically it. I did get these headphones in the first place to kind of replace the Elysian Pilgrims for mixing. However, unfortunately, because of that bass issue, I'm not sure, again, if it's because of just EQ Mac just not working well with my DAW or the DAW's own problem. I don't know. But as I said, I'm probably not going to be using these for mixing. I'll probably just stick with my IEMs for now because the bass is too strong. Like on these, whenever I go into a DAW, it is like way too overpowering. And I'm fine with like, present bass and it being there and complementing everything. Like I'm fine with that. But when it booms and like completely destroys the rest of the mix, that's when I have a huge problem. And that's what I experience even when I tone down the bass and EQ in my DAW, because I don't know, maybe just the EQ doesn't work with my specific DAW. But yeah, as I said, that's basically it. I will see you guys later. Goodbye.